Well, this is awkward. The background music doesn't loop. Completely silent, waiting stream. There it is. Much. Alright. Maybe that'll work better.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Alright. It is time. It is Sunday. I should post the Discord and things, because I forgot to do that. One moment, please. But yeah, we have made it to 1994. And what are we doing in 1994? Well, we're going to be fighting some aliens today. And I expect to lose a lot, actually. XCOM is known for being quite difficult. Here and here and there and everywhere. There we go. Excellent. We should be good to go. Alright. Why are you standing there looking at me like that? You were in your bed just a moment ago. Now you're here, staring at me. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're gonna turn that music down a little bit. It is competing with me too much, and I don't like the competition. Okay, so. This is XCOM. XCOM is, known to be very difficult. It's also known for being very punishing, and for making sure that you miss on your 95% chances. Like, how likely am I to hit that guy? 95%. What are the odds of me missing that shot? Quite high. So when 95% is a 50-50, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to play on the easy setting because I don't know what I'm doing. But to help alleviate the whole part of not knowing what I'm doing, this is still in 1994, which means that we will still be in the realm of you should really read the manual first. I'm going to turn me up slightly. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay, that is still a little loud. Where's my volume control? Okay. Much better. So, XCOM, UFO Defense, Player's Handbook. Game design and program copyright 1994 Mythos Games. Technical supplement, we don't need to worry about this because we got it on Good Old Games and they did a bunch of extra work to make sure it works, and I don't need to worry about doing things like, say, when we played Doom, sorry, not Doom, Dune, with an N, when we played Dune, and it was very slow and it took me forever to figure out. It's like, oh, I should change my DOSBox settings. The game's not supposed to run this slow. That's just because I messed the settings up. Also, we should... What? Won't let me move left and right? What if we do this? And then this. There we go. Okay. So yes, the original plan for tonight was actually to play Lode Runner, The Legend Returns. However, I ran into a problem with that. The problem with that is that that's a Windows game, and you can't run it in DOSBox. You need to install Windows. And not just any Windows, Windows 3.1. So I can't just like right-click, run it in compatibility mode in Windows 10 or 11 or whatever the hell they've got me upgraded to. So I'll have to figure that out for future streams because I really want to play that game because I remember liking it a lot as a kid. So I want to do that. So that is the plan for that. But for tonight, we are on XCOM. We don't care too much about this, besides that we will see this call out that you will require a mouse and keyboard to play XCOM UFO Defense. Which means that in 1994 it is assumed that you have a mouse, which is something that was not assumed in a lot of the earlier games that we did in, say, the late 80s. Just everyone's got a keyboard, maybe some people have a mouse. And even some of the earlier games that supported mouse, in this case, I'm thinking of, like, we'll say King's Quest IV. In theory, supports a mouse, but it's really just a very, very sort of thin wrapper over pure text commands. It's very finicky, doesn't have pathfinding when you click on stuff, anything of that nature. But we are now in 1994, and we will require a mouse. Disk drives must be installed onto a hard disk. This is something someone actually brought up in chat, I believe, that before a certain time, it wasn't assumed that you had a hard disk. Everything would run off of the disk that was in the drive. Like, your computer didn't have any local storage. And this is something I remember growing up as well, that we had a computer with an old floppy disk drive. We're talking like not the 3.5, but the 5.25 floppies. And it had 2 drives. Well, why would you need 2 drives? Well, one of them is for like the operating system disk, and the other is for the application disk. So that was a thing, but now, in 94, less of a thing. Nice. Sound. Supports internal speaker and Sound Blast compatible cards and so on and so forth. So we have you know, more than just beeps and bloops, as you can hear. Technically, I don't have the game started up. Because I did buy it from Good Old Games, it came with soundtrack. So we have the soundtrack playing while we read the manual. Alright, game enhancements and other information. Excellent. The Battlescape options screen. Alright, so we have scrolling options, we have fire speed, we have movement speed, we have alien movement speed. Okay. Scroll speed. Click on any of the numbered buttons to change the speed at which the view window moves. Okay. Scroll type. Trigger scroll, which is press the left mouse. Okay, so basically when either you can scroll by moving the mouse, or you can scroll by moving the mouse and then clicking. So I think we'll go auto. Fire speed. So this is just a display thing, I believe, because I'm pretty sure this is all turn-based. So this is just like how fast do animations fire. And I'm betting like this is both a convenience and a tactical thing, in that if you set it too fast, you might not see like how fast they moved. It's just like they moved, and then you're like, wait, where did they go? Right. Click on OK to return to the Battlescape. Click on the Save Game button to save your current game. Okay. This is a 134-page manual. I get the feeling that I'm going to need to get into game and just die a lot, because I don't think we have time on stream to read a full 134-page manual. Alright, soldier data screen. Alright, time units. Okay, cool. So basically you have... Later games would standardize on what to call these. I believe they would... In my mind, the first term that comes to mind is action points. So, you know, each unit has so many action points, and different actions will cost a different number of points. And this is true in a lot of later, we'll say, tactical games like Final Fantasy Tactics and things of that nature. Although the other option, which is more D&D based, or probably even predating D&D, is instead of the action point system, it's just you get one move and one action. But action points, or in this case, time units, very standard. I wonder if XCOM was one of the first games to do things that way. Because I haven't hit any... There's none that I have played which predate it, but that might just be my own ignorance, not an actual indicator that this is the first. It'd be really cool if it was the first, though. Energy, the soldier's current energy level. This will decrease as the soldier carries out energy-consuming actions, such as walking through thick grass. Total energy available will be lowered if the soldier receives fatal wounds to the torso. So energy is different than health. So what does energy affect? So time units is like action points. This is like how much can you do per turn. Energy is that like a per battle sort of thing. Like time units is like what can you do this turn. Energy is what can you do before you're too tired to fight anymore and you're basically useless for the rest of the fight. Or is it more like a fatigue sort of system that like each round you get a little back or something? We'll figure that out later. Health, pretty self-explanatory. If the soldier receives fatal wounds, each wound decreases health by 1 point per turn. If health reaches 0, the soldier dies from the wounds incurred. Fatal wounds. The number of fatal wounds received by the soldier. The medikit can be used to heal fatal wounds. The number of fatal wounds? So health isn't like... So stuff doesn't hit you and deal health damage. It hits you and gives you fatal wounds, and then you bleed out. And health is your bleeding out meter. Okay, bravery affects likelihood of morale decreasing. Morale. Soldier will lose morale if the battle starts to swing in the alien's favor. If morale falls below 50, the soldier could panic. Not will panic, but could panic. So that's something to look out for. Reactions. The soldier's reactions. This determines how effective the soldier is at opportunity fire. Taking a shot during the alien's turn. Okay. Firing accuracy goes up with experience. Throwing accuracy goes up with experience. Strength is throw distance. Psionic strength is defense against psionic attack. Psionic skill is the ability to use the psi amp in mental combat. Okay. Armor is divided into sections front, left, right, rear, and under. This will rise as the soldier is equipped with armor manufactured by your engineers. All right. Base information. Okay, so we have icons. Okay, so this lets you switch which base you're looking at. Base name, we can change it. Short range detection. A range of 300 nautical miles. That seems pretty long. Long range is 450. XCOM radar systems, while very long range, rotate very slowly, once every 10 minutes. This means that your base will detect UFOs more effectively if more than one radar system is in place. Interesting. Okay. Stores, maintenance. Craft XCOM do not own Sky Rangers or Interceptors. They're leased from their owners for a monthly fee. Personnel are paid. Base facilities are re-equipped monthly. Okay. See the UFOpedia for details on the maintenance cost of each base facility. Okay. I think I need to get to some more actual stuff about... No, it is not recommended. It is likely you will have insufficient memory to do so. Interesting. Should you run our game in Windows? No, stick to running it in DOS. Windows takes too many resources. Okay, so we get to credits. Alright, background. How long is the background? Oh, 1 page. Oh, we can definitely read that then. It is the year 1999. The far future of the year 1999. Although I will say that it's that's quite near future for a game that was released in 1994. Like, they're not even trying to go for like the year 2050 or something far off. It's like, no, this is 5 years from when the game is released. Unidentified flying objects, UFOs, have started appearing with disturbing regularity in the night skies. Reports of violent human abductions and horrific experimentation has struck terror into the hearts of millions. Mass public hysteria has only served to expose Earth's impotence against a vastly superior technology. Many countries have attempted to deal independently with the aliens. In August 1998, Japan established an anti-alien combat force, the Kiryukai. Equipped with Japanese-made fighter aircraft, the Kiryukai certainly looked like a powerful force. However, after 18 months of expensive operations, they had yet to intercept their first UFO. The lesson was clear. This was a worldwide problem which could not be dealt with by individual countries. On December 11, 1998, representatives from the world's most economically powerful countries gathered secretly in Geneva. After much debate, the decision was made to establish a covert, independent body to combat, investigate, and defeat the alien threat. This organization would be equipped with the world's finest pilots, soldiers, scientists, and engineers, working together as one multinational force. This organization was named the Extraterrestrial Combat Unit. Right. The game, XCOM UFO Defense, puts you in command of XCOM, with the finest Earth technology at your disposal to defend the Earth from alien invasion. Shooting down UFOs is just the beginning. You will then control a squad of heavily armed soldiers, edging cautiously through the local terrain, battling aliens, and recovering UFO technology. When you command a ground assault, you will use the 3D isometric battlescape display. This shows terrain, buildings, XCOM craft, and UFOs, but will only display what your soldiers can see, so beware of danger lurking around corners or down dark corridors. Alright, so we have line of sight, fog of war stuff going on, very nice. Successful ground assault missions mean that XCOM scientists can research alien technology. Engineers can then reproduce their superior weapons and spacecraft. Soon you will be fighting the aliens with their own technology. As the game progresses, You will use the online UFOpedia to learn the latest details from your research teams about alien technology, life forms, and their real objectives. Above all, you must watch the world political situation. Look out for governments which may be forced to make secret pacts with the aliens, and make sure you defend the countries who fund XCOM heavily. Alright, okay. For some reason, I thought that XCOM was more of a, we'll say, combat strategy game. But from what I'm reading so far, it's feeling like, yes, it does have that part to it, but it also has a much more meta, we'll say, like, base management sort of system going on here as well. And I feel like, given its reputation for being very punishing, failing on either of those will kind of set us into a spiral. It's like, sorry, you didn't defend a place that funds you, now you can't afford your weapons, and now you can't succeed in battle, and because you can't succeed in battle, no one will fund you, and because no one will fund you, you can't succeed in battle. So I get the feeling that it's going to be very much a win more, lose more sort of unstable thing. Alright, this manual is split into two main sections. Section 1, the gameplay tutorials. Section 2, the reference guide. The gameplay tutorials are designed to get you playing XCOM UFO Defense as quickly as possible. You are recommended to follow each tutorial before you start to play the game on your own. Okay, the controls. You will require a mouse to play XCOM UFO Defense. This manual will refer to clicking on buttons, icons, or highlighted text. To do this, simply move the cursor over the option and press the left mouse button, LMB. I do love how early games are just like, okay, we understand that you might not know what a mouse is, you might not know what clicking means, so we're going to explain that for you. Okay? You got it? Good. Also, got some jam and music. Section 1, the gameplay tutorials. Cool. Before we begin, welcome to XCOM UFO Defense. These tutorials are designed to help you start playing with the minimum of trouble. The three main sections of the game are covered here: the Geoscape, the Battlescape, and the Bases screen. For extra information on particular game features, see the reference guide section of this manual. First of all, we'll start a new game. Alright, yes, this is how you select a new game. Start at beginner. Cool. Alright, the first thing you must do is position your first XCOM base on the surface of the Earth. Oh, are we following the guide while in-game? So it doesn't have in-game tutorials, but it has like walkthroughs that it expects you to fire up the game in order to do. Alright, let's stop this background track. So it doesn't stack with the game. Get our capture going. Alright, we have our animated intro. Wow. That's evocative. I swear I've heard this specific computer beeping before.
Warning. UFO detected.
And here we see the other name. So XCOM UFO Defense, I don't know exactly when the name changed, but like it was originally released as UFO Enemy Unknown. And as we just saw on that splash screen. But the manual that we were just reading says XCOM UFO Defense. Go figure. English. New game. Beginner. Alright, so we're gonna do this for now. Okay. We'll now be taken to the main game screen, the geoscape. The first thing you must do is to position your first XCOM base on the surface of the Earth. The message, "Select Site for New Base," will appear in the top of the screen. In the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you will see 3 green spheres surrounded by arrows. These are the view controls which allow you to rotate and magnify the display of the Earth. Right. So, clicking on this icon will magnify. Alright, so let's walk through it. Clicking on this will magnify. Some borders around countries will appear. Alright, click again. The Earth display will be magnified again. Some country names will now appear. Click twice on the zoom out button and it will return to minimum magnification. This button allows you to rotate the Earth display up, down, left, or right. Click a few times on the up arrow. The Earth display will tilt towards you. Okay. Click a few times on the left arrow. The Earth display will rotate. Eventually. Position the mouse cursor over the Earth and click on the right mouse button to center the geoscape on that location. Alright, so we can like just snap to anywhere. It's interesting the 3D mapping of the projection to being able to actually rotate it specifically for this era. I guess mathematically it's not too hard to render a flat sphere, but it's still something we haven't really seen before. The last thing we did that was 3D was A10 Tank Killer, and it had... I had some difficulty reading that one just due to the lack of textures. By using a combination of these controls, you can manipulate the Earth display to show any part of the Earth in detail. Click on any part of the Earth's surface, except the sea, to position your first base. Note, it is a good idea to position your base in the middle of a large landmass such as North or South America, Russia, or Europe. This will give you a better chance of defending that area from UFO raids. Alright, so the middle of North America, you say. So just right here in the middle. Base name. Well, we need something to jump onto. So we'll call it White Base. We appear to have time running now. Geoscape is your main screen for playing this. You'll see a base in the 3D view of Earth represented as a hollow blue square. Yes, I see that. On the right-hand side of the screen, there's a list of menu options, a display of the game time, the time controls, and view controls. Time controls are very important to the game, and it is these which we'll go through next. If you wish to pause time at any stage during the game, simply click on any of the menu options. Okay. We're not doing anything on the base's screen yet, but we clicked on it to pause. Look at the game time. You'll see it is passing by with 5-second jumps. The time controls below the game time allow you to control the rate at which this time passes. Click on the 5 minutes button. The button will depress and time will pass at an increased rate. You will see the game time above the time controls change rapidly, and day and night will be visible on the Earth, slowly changing. You should use the time controls to advance the game through any time-consuming section of the game. For example, waiting for a craft to arrive at their destinations, or waiting for UFOs to be detected. Detecting UFOs. We will now advance time to the point when XCOM detect their first UFO, if this has not already happened. Click on the 1 day button in time controls, the button will depress and time will pass at the maximum rate. Where is the back button? I bet it's the Geoscape button. Alright, so we'll now accelerate. Alright, and it auto-pauses when we detect a UFO. Excellent. Eventually a window will appear over the Geoscape with the message UFO 1 detected. Data regarding the UFO is shown in this window. Click on the button marked Center on UFO, time equals 5 seconds. Okay, so basically, go look at it and slow time down as much as possible. Alright, well there's our UFO. I get it. I guess it's the red dot. The UFO will appear as a red cross in the center of the Geoscape, moving slowly. Position the mouse pointer on your base and click on the LMV. A window will appear with the title Launch Interception and a list of available craft at the base. Okay, so we have a Sky Ranger and 2 interceptors. The interceptors have weapons, and the Sky Ranger has crew. Move the mouse pointer to highlight Interceptor 2 and click on the left mouse button. The message Select Destination will appear in the top of the screen. Click on the UFO, select this as the Interceptor's target, okay. Confirmation, okay. The Interceptor, represented by a yellow cross, will launch from its underground base and attempt to intercept the UFO. Remember, if you need to pause the game, click on any of the Geoscape menu options. If the UFO lands, it will appear as a green cross. Interceptors cannot carry out ground attacks, so you'll have to wait until the UFO lifts off. Click on the 5 minutes time control button to accelerate the passage of time. At this point, one of 2 things could happen. If your interceptor catches the UFO, the air-to-air combat window will appear. Skip the rest of this section and go to step 16 of this tutorial. If it loses contact with the UFO, the window Tracking Lost will appear. This may happen several times before you actually get into combat. Most UFOs can outperform your interceptors. Click OK and go to the next step. Alright. Interceptor 2. Alright, then we go to 5 minutes. Alright, it looks like we caught it. Okay, where does it say that that was? Go to step 16, step 19, alright. Air-to-air combat. If the interceptor gets within range of the UFO, the Geoscape will automatically increase the magnification and the air-to-air combat window will appear over the center of the Geoscape. UFOs should not be shot down over water because you will not be able to examine the wreckage. Alright, so I think I failed this because I didn't do anything. I thought that it was paused for some reason when this opened up. Click on the minimize window icon in the top left of the air-to-air combat window. Craft icon. The craft icon will appear in the top left of the screen. Okay, yes. When I first read this, I thought this meant craft as in, like, make things, not craft as in aircraft. If it is oversea, you can use the 1 minute time control to accelerate the passage of time. Click on the craft icon when the UFO is over the land. This will bring back the air-to-air combat window, ready for you to attack the UFO. Click on this to carry out a standard attack. Alright, I don't have a craft thing. So I got into air-to-air combat, but I didn't click attack. So it looks like we're chasing it, but we're not catching it. It's like it's outrunning us. So we wait until we get to air-to-air combat, and then we have to click the standard attack button. You will see the progress of the attack on the radar screen in the left-hand side. The message box at the bottom of the window. If the UFO outruns the interceptor, return to step 10. Zoom out. It looks like it's getting outrun. UFO tracking lost. Okay, we go back to step 10, I think it was. Okay. Click on the OK button, continue the next step. The craft status window will now appear, allowing you to redirect the interceptor. Okay. Click on Go to Last Known UFO Position button. While the interceptor is on its way to the last known UFO position, it uses its onboard radar to scan for the UFO. If the UFO window reappears, go straight to step 14. Alright. If the interceptor reaches the last known position without reacquiring the UFO, the following window will appear. If this happens, the UFO has disappeared from all XCOM tracking devices. The interception mission has failed. Click on Redirect Craft button. It will return to base. Okay. Go back to step 3. Okay, so if we found it again, we could attack it again. But we didn't, so we can't. Go back to step 10. Okay, so we now know the steps that we should do until we get to... until we actually shoot one down. Okay, so we... zoom out. Ooh, I like the night-day effect. Alright, so we click on our base. We interceptor 1. We target UFO 2. Then we do the 5 minutes thing. Okay. And now it's being outrun again. So, which one was the basic attack button again? That one. Actually, what page are we on? Page 26? I think we saw screenshots of this stuff earlier. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where are the screenshots? Right, back to page 26. Standard attack. UFO crash lands, hooray! Okay, now we pause the game. It's now vulnerable to ground assault, allowing you to recover the wreckage. Now would be a good time to save your game. Okay. Options. Save game. First contact. Alright, type in a name, press enter, you'll be returned to the geoscape. You need to assign a Sky Ranger transport to take a squad of soldiers from your base to the crash site. Find your base, launch your deception, move to highlight the Sky Ranger. And then status return to base. Okay, yes, return to base. Alright, so we sent it to the Sky Ranger's target. Message target site will appear. Okay. Click on the OK button. The Sky Ranger, represented by a yellow cross, will make its way there. Click on the 5 minutes button. We can speed up time if we want. When the Sky Ranger arrives at the crash site, the UFO crash recovery screen will appear. Read the instructions on this screen. Click the OK button to enter the next section of XCOM UFO Defense, the Battlescape. Okay. So. 5 minutes. Okay. Begin mission? Not yet. We have a tutorial to read. Okay. Tutorial 2 guides you through the Close Combat Battlescape, the section of the game where you fight the aliens face to face. Arming your squad. 8 members of your squad automatically arm themselves with guns, ammunition, and grenades. This initial screen allows you to adjust the weapons your squad will carry into action. Click on the left-right arrows in the top right of the squad to check the armament of each of the 8 members of your squad. You'll see that 6 of your soldiers have rifles, 1 has a pistol, and 1 has a heavy cannon. The soldiers carry extra ammunition and grenade on their belts. Okay, let's do that. UFO crash recovery, UFO 2, craft, Sky Ranger 1. Exercise caution. There may be operatives in the UFO or around the crash site. Mission will be successful when all enemy units have been eliminated or neutralized. Recovery of UFO remains, artifacts, and alien corpses can then be initiated. To abort the mission, return XCOM operatives to transport vehicle and click on the abort mission icon. Okay, so we can click the left and the buttons to go through our various people. So we have, right, pistol, rifle, 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 heavy cannon. And he has a grenade. He has lots of stuff in his belt. This one has, I guess that's 2 magazines and a grenade. I guess the ground is not technically the ground, it's just what's in our what? It's what we have available that no one is currently using. Alright, so all the rifle guys have 1 grenade and 1 extra magazine. Our heavy cannon guy has a belt with HC AP ammo, HC HE ammo. AP I believe is armor piercing, HE is high explosive. I'm not really well versed in military stuff. Heavy cannon, it looks like it is currently has armor piercing ammo and only a couple rounds. Pistol has 12 rounds. Rifle has 20 rounds. Okay, full details of this section of the game are given in the Ground Assaults chapter of this manual. Click on the OK button to exit this screen. The turn screen will appear. UFO turn 1, side XCOM. Press a button to continue. All Battlescape action is turn-based. This means it is like a 3D game of chess. You move your pieces, the aliens move theirs. Click on the left mouse button to continue. Okay. We're just going to say we're okay with the loadout. Oh, okay. Alright. So we have our landing craft here. With our 8 dudes. You will now see your Sky Ranger on the ground with its rear door open. The aircraft's cabin roof is, quote, peeled away to reveal your squad of 8 soldiers within. The bottom section of the screen contains a number of buttons and displays. This section of the screen is known as the control bar. Okay. The battlescape is built up of several levels. These can be viewed individually or may be assembled into a complete 3D picture. Splitting the battlescape into levels allows you to see behind walls and inside buildings or craft. At the moment, the battlescape is set to its normal setting, the multi-level view. Multi-level view hides everything above the currently selected level. This is why the Sky Ranger appears to have no roof. Click on the 1 button in the control bar. The number on the button will change to 2. Right, so we only have 2 levels in this layout. The cabin roof and wings of the Sky Ranger will appear. Your soldiers will now be hidden from view. This is the full view of the battlescape. Click again on the 1 button. The number on the button will change back to 1. The battlescape returns to the multi-level view. When you are in any of these views, you may need to switch to the next level down or up. I click the ladder button. Okay. I was like, wait, why is that any higher? It's just like, it's not higher. We wrapped around. So how many levels do we actually have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 levels, technically. The display will change to show just the landing legs and tail ramp of the Sky Ranger. Click the ladder up, it will return to original view, selecting soldiers. You can control your squad individually, selecting and moving each soldier in turn. Move the mouse pointer over the battlescape display. A red 3D box will appear under the pointer. Move this box onto any soldier. The box will now flash yellow and red. Click on the left mouse button. A yellow arrow appears over the soldier's head to show that he or she is now selected. Move the mouse pointer over any other soldier in the Sky Ranger and click to select. Watch the soldier's name, halfway down the control bar, change. Moving soldiers. Move the mouse pointer over either the soldiers at the rear of the Sky Ranger and click to select. A yellow arrow appears above the soldier's head to show that he/she is now selected. Now move the mouse pointer over the ground just behind and in front of the Sky Ranger. Click the left mouse button. The soldier will walk out of the Sky Ranger to the destination you have just set. The battlescape automatically switches to the next level down, so that the Sky Ranger now only appears as the ramp and set of landing legs. Alright, so we've got 2 rocket men. That's unfortunate. Automatically shot from behind. I don't suppose I can rotate this view. Now move the mouse pointer over the ground just behind and to the left of the Sky Ranger. It doesn't say anything about me getting immediately shot as soon as I walk down the ramp. The soldier will walk out of the Sky Ranger to the destination you have set. You now have 2 soldiers deployed from the Sky Ranger. You may notice that the battlescape displays a little more of the surrounding terrain now. This is because the battlescape only shows what is in your squad's line of sight. Yes, of course. What is that? I see. So we're going to go select this guy. And say, move there. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the crashed UFO that I can't really see much of. Presumably this effect is is smoke? Oh, what is this? Oh. We can see a guy. The currently selected soldier will turn around and face the Sky Ranger, scanning the surrounding terrain in the process. Any nearby black... Let's say, wait. Move the 3D box to point near one of the landing legs and click on the right mouse button. Oh, we can change our facing. So there's one over there, there's one over there, there's one over here, I think. If you want to look around the battlescape at the visible terrain, move the mouse pointer to the very edge of the screen. The view window will move in that direction. Note, you must take the mouse pointer to the very bottom of the screen under the control bar to move the view window downward. Yes, we figured that out on our own. Click on this button to recenter the battlescape on the currently selected soldier. Okay. Click on the soldier to soldier button to do the next one. This is an alternative way of selecting soldiers, saving you from having to search around the battlescape for every soldier. Move this soldier out of the Sky Ranger in the same way as the other two. Select to move another soldier out. You now have 4 soldiers deployed from the Sky Ranger. This is enough for the moment. The rest can remain on board as reinforcements. A primary objective of this mission is to kill or stun the aliens. A good place to find aliens is the crashed UFO itself, so we'll start the search there. Click on this button to access the map screen. Alright, so we do get a top-down view. This displays a map of the mission area, allowing you to see XCOM and alien forces, XCOM crafts, and UFOs. You'll see 4 flashing yellow dots on the map. These are your soldiers. If a UFO has been spotted, its hull appears as a pale gray line. Okay. The map only shows one level of the battlescape at a time. Click on the up-down arrows on the left-hand side of the screen to display the next level up or down. Click on the right mouse button to return to battlescape. Okay. If you saw a UFO on the map screen, start moving your soldiers towards it. If not, continue your moving your soldiers around the battlescape until you find the UFO. Alright. No problems there. If you get not enough time, this means that the selected soldier has moved as far as he or she can possibly move in this turn. When all 4 soldiers have moved to this point, it is time to end your turn. Okay, cool, cool. Click this button to end turn. We will not do that. The aliens will now be given a turn to move. They may open fire on your squad. You are helpless until your next turn. On-screen prompts tell you when to click LMB to begin your next turn. Right, searching for aliens. I have already found aliens. Continue moving your squad around the battlescape. To go through doors, click inside the room. To go upstairs, click at the top of the stairs. You will notice that the battlescape has an edge beyond which everything is black. This is the edge of the map. Aliens will not go into this area. If one of your soldiers sees an alien, he or she will immediately stop moving and a red flashing square will appear in the right of the battlescape screen, just above the control bar. Yes, we saw that. Click on the red flashing square to center the battlescape on the alien. The alien can now be seen in the center of the screen. Click the map button to access the map screen. Aliens will appear as blue flashing dots on the map. The white cross indicates where the map is centered. Look for your soldiers on the map. There might be soldiers in a better position to fire than the soldier currently selected. Click the right mouse button to return to the battlescape. Okay, we can recenter using that. Cool. We will now use a weapon against the alien before it gets the chance to fire at us. It is too late for that. They shot us immediately as soon as we walked down the ramp. This is probably a long-range shot, so a rifle will be required. Click on the rifle. Okay, accuracy I get. T uses time units. Okay, a window will appear allowing you to choose from a number of shots. Move the mouse pointer over the aim shot option and click. You will now return to the battlescape. The cursor has changed to a targeting cross instead of a 3D box. Not enough time units. Well, sucks to be me. How many time units do I have? No line of fire. And I have 17 time units now. We missed. What is this? Okay. Well, it is time for our hourly break. We have spent an hour so far. So we're going to take 3 minutes. We're going to stand up, grab a snack, grab a drink. I hope you'll join me in doing the same. Take some good care of ourselves, and we'll resume in 3 minutes. Alright, we're back. Grabbed a snack and everything. I hope everyone else also had a good break. We like to just take a short amount of time to simply not stare at screens for a few minutes. Alright, so it wanted us to take an aimed shot, but we couldn't since we didn't have enough action points. Oh, interesting. You know, I said earlier that this time unit thing is what I would usually think of as action points, and you can see here in the screenshot in the manual that it looks like APs is like the name, whereas when we look in game it's TU. So it looks like they did at some point change from time units to calling them action points, somewhere between the version the manual has and the version that we're playing. This guy has no more time, though, so next soldier. Alright, we're gonna shoot this guy. Not enough time units, because there's never enough time units. Why would I ever use auto shot? It is less accurate and slower. Presumably, something in this manual will tell me the difference between them. Now one of four things can happen. The message, no line of fire, appears. This means that there is an object between your soldier and the alien. You must move your soldier to a different position or select another soldier before attempting to fire again. The message, not enough time units, appears. This means that your soldier does not have enough time units to complete the shot. You must either choose another type of shot, select another soldier, or end your turn. The soldier fires a shot and misses. This is unfortunate, but is expected. Initially, your soldiers are all rookies. You will find that your soldiers become more accurate as they fight more battles. Or D, the soldier hits the alien with the shot. The aliens wear strong armor, so it may take more than one hit to kill them. Okay. So, before we go to the using grenades section, so we can shoot multiple times if we have the time units. You do not have time units. You have time units. Alright, no one has enough time units for an aimed shot, apparently. Should probably change that scroll speed. No line of fire. Understood. Where's my guy? There's my guy. Can I shoot from behind my other guys? Or do they also block line of sight? Friendly fire exists. Good to know. Good to know. We have just killed one of our own dudes. No warning or anything. It's just like, congratulations, you shot your own dude. He has no time units, and he has lower energy. So green is time units. Understood. Well, next man up. There's 16 time units. That's enough for a snapshot. Okay, next guy. $23. I don't know if he's gonna hit that guy or not. Interesting. It said I had line of fire, but then we hit this wall. I guess we were just inaccurate enough that we shot wild and it hit the wall. Right, no, we don't have enough time units for that. We only have 9. And of course. Can we shoot under the ramp here? No, it looks like not. You don't have enough time units to do anything. So end turn, I guess. I see. Quadriphus has gone berserk. So let's see. 4 of my dudes died. So let's see. We leave the ship. And the first thing that happens is, 1, we learn that there's friendly fire. So we killed 1 of our 8 people. We missed every shot on the aliens. And then in their first round, they kill 4 out of my remaining 7. You know, I expected it to be punishing. I didn't quite expect, like, 50% losses for 0 even damage done in exchange on the first round. But I guess that's what XCOM is. Where's the map? I can't see any of them. And because I had to walk, I didn't have enough accuracy for an aimed shot. To use 13. Okay. Next guy. Aimed shot misses. Not enough time units. We have 11 left, which is not enough to do anything. Can we move back up here for cover? Not enough time units? Okay. Next. You can't do anything else. Next. Next. Alright, I only had 3 left and this guy went berserk, so I could only move 2. End turn. Dwight Miller has panicked. Alright, let's look at our map. We see no aliens on the map. Which is funny, because they get to, like, shoot at me, and then they're just, like, gone. Alright. Aimed shot. Miss. Aimed shot. Miss. Not enough time units. Oh, right, because you panicked. End turn. Wait, did I just get really unlucky that they killed 4 of my dudes? Because on subsequent turns, they haven't hit any shots. But first turn, they just, like... They killed all my dudes. And then second turn, it's just like, oh, no, we're cool now. Not enough time units. Next guy. Next guy. Hello, Surula. Welcome. We are dying, and we'll probably have to load the game. Oh, look, we see an alien. It doesn't matter. End turn. Amazing. They also have terrible accuracy. They just happen to kill, like, all of my guys first turn. Alright. Well, it is time to load. Alright, that's options. What are these buttons? Are these, like, auto buttons? There was an alien over here. Where did he go? Oh, interesting. Okay, so free movement. And you can click on these to basically say it's like, don't let me accidentally move too far. So I can't actually shoot after I move. Where's the load button? Is that just, do I have to abandon first? Everyone dies. Rating, terrible. Yeah. Go figure. Options. Load game. First contact. Sky Ranger. Go there. Okay. And we're on our way. Yes. Okay. Alright, looks like the UFO is on the left this time. Next guy. Oh, is this the edge of the map? No, it's not the edge of the map. It is the edge of the map. Yeah, we got a hard edge here. Okay, that's good, I think. I don't know what these white flashes are. Maybe it's stuff I should be collecting. Well, this is much better. I'm not getting shot at as soon as I... Oh, there we go. We don't have enough action points or anything. We have an alien there. Cool. Next one off. No line of fire, because of course not. Alright, we missed. Next. Can I shoot it from here? So I think I hit him, and then he returned fire, and my guy immediately dies. Is he out of range? Is that why I'm not getting the gold thing? Okay. Wait, no, I don't have aim shot. Snapshot. Can I get another snapshot? Okay, now we're done. Next guy. $21. We killed one. Hooray! Next. There's an alien there. Alright, we're gonna back up. Not enough time units. Okay, we're not gonna back up. Okay, who do I have that can effectively shoot him? Right, you have a pistol. So take an aimed shot. Alright, so he's down. And we can look at our map. We see, I guess the flashy things are corpses that we can loot. So if we go to you, what is this button? Next guy. Just exploring the forest. Not enough time. Okay. Well, let's read a little bit more of the manual now that we've managed to survive a little bit longer. So, Using grenades. If an alien is using an object for cover, you may prefer to attack it with a grenade. Click on the person button to access the equipped soldier screen. Initially, every soldier has one grenade in his or her belt. Move the mouse pointer over the grenade and click. Move the grenade over the box marked left hand and click again. If the soldier has enough time units, the grenade will be placed in the soldier's left hand. If the soldier does not have enough time units, replace the grenade in the belt and repeat the operation after next turn. Now see the grenade on the far left. Okay, click grenade. The window contains the options prime grenade or throw will appear. Click on prime grenade. If at any stage your soldier runs out of time units, simply end the turn and complete the priming throwing process on the next turn. But beware, the soldier may be killed during the alien's turn if he/she is not in cover. You think you're using your online social skills? Well, I mean, all things considered, if you have to lose one kind of social skills, online might be the one to choose. That just means that you have to show up in person and use the in-person social skills that you still have. And yes, I'm aware that is a rather glib response, because many people these days do most of their socializing online, so it is perhaps, in modern times, worse to lose online social skills. Oh, you don't have IRL social skills either? Yeah, that's the trick. I've never had great social skills, but there was a problem a couple years back, and it was a problem that a lot of people had. It was known as COVID-19. And during that problematic time, let's say my social skills atrophied a lot. If you're not familiar with the word atrophy, it's what happens to muscles when you don't use them. I got some experience with that, like after a broken arm, like you break your arm, it sits in a cast for a while, and like you just never use that muscle, and then it just goes away. And social skills are a kind of skill, and what happens to skills if you don't use them? You lose them. Use it or lose it is a thing, so you gotta practice them. Which is something I keep telling myself, and then not actually doing. I take that back. I do it some, but I should do more. Which is actually how I approach many things. It's like, you know, I am doing that, but I could be doing more of that. Alright. If he's not in cover, you haven't covered cover anywhere in these tutorials yet, so maybe it'll be good to see that. The set timer window will appear, allowing you to set the number of turns until the grenade detonates. Click on the number 3, you will now return to the battlescape with a prime grenade in your soldier's left hand. You now have 3 turns to throw the grenade and get away from the blast area. Click on the grenade again, the only option is throw, click on throw. You now return to the battlescape. The cursor has a throw icon superimposed over the 3D box. Cool. Click on the location you want to throw the grenade. One of 3 things will happen. The soldier will throw the grenade. The message out of range will appear. This is because the target location is too far away. If this happens, choose a target location which is closer to your soldier. The message unable to throw here will appear. This is because an object is obstructing the throw. If this happens, choose a different target location. Don't forget, once you have thrown the grenade, you've got just 3 turns to clear the area. 3 turns seems like a long time when weapons are one-shotting people. Like, you only have 3 turns. It's like, in 3 turns, everyone is either dead or have already won. Alright, completing the mission. Continue searching for aliens. When all aliens have been killed, the mission is over. XCOM will then automatically recover the UFO's remains, alien artifacts, and alien corpses. To abort the mission, click on that. Abort mission will only save soldiers who have returned to the Sky Ranger. A warning mission message will appear if you attempt to take off without your full squad. Note, do not allow the aliens to kill all of your squad. There will be no one to fly the Sky Ranger back to base, and it will be lost. If you are down to your last soldier, abort the mission. Debriefing. At the end, you will be given a debriefing. Okay. Alright. You might want to save the game at this point. If you want to replay the ground assault, load your previously saved game. Okay, cool. So we now get to now bring this up to full screen and play through it, because we have gotten to the point where the tutorial is, alright, now beat the mission. You think you'll head out for now, Thoreau? Alright, farewell indeed, and good luck with the practicing of your social skills so that they return to you. Right. Yes, not enough time units. Okay, cool. Next guy. Alright, so we can crouch down at least. So that's good to know. You, head this way. Crouch down. Smaller target. Well, it said a good place to look for aliens is near the thing. Near the crashed UFO. Not enough time units. Not enough time units to crouch either. Right, end turn. Alien dies as there is no alien containment facility. There was only one alien. Wait, no, there were 2 aliens, weren't there? Okay. Aliens killed 1. Alien corpses recovered 5. Alien artifacts recovered 14. We lost a dude. We got 3 alien alloys. Rating okay. Okay. Promotions. Donnie Leftover got promoted to sergeant. Okay, so options. Save game. Round 1, okay. Alright. Now we go to bases. We follow the next part of the tutorial. Okay, from research and manufacture to equipping craft and soldiers, the bases screen find how well you will be able to deal with the alien threat. Tutorial 7, Tutorial 7. Why 7? Tutorial 3 guides you through this, the most complex section of XCOM UFO Defense. If you are continuing from Tutorial 2, do not worry if you lost your Sky Ranger, you can buy another in the Bases screen. Click on the button labeled Bases in the Geoscape menu options. Got it? The Bases screen will appear. Note from now on, until you re-enter the Geoscape screen, time is paused. If at any time you need to pause the game, simply click on one of the Geoscape menu options. Equipping the Interceptor. We will now use the Equip Craft screen to rearm one of the interceptors. Click on the button labeled Equip Craft in the Bases screen. Alright. So, presumably, we'll do Interceptor 2, because it is ready. We'll enter the interception... Alright, let's scroll so you can see this too. Okay. Allowing you to choose which craft you will equip with weapons or equipment. Move the mouse pointer over Interceptor 2. A pale highlight will appear to show that it is selected, and click. Interceptor 2 Equip Craft screen will appear. Alright. Interceptor 2. Alright, we're here. You will see each of the Interceptor's 2 weapon bays represented by the numbers 1 and 2. Got it? The armaments loaded onto the aircraft are Stingray missiles and a cannon. Got it. Click on the button marked with the number 2. The Select Armament window will appear. Got it? You'll see that you have 1 Stingray short-range missile launcher, 1 Avalanche long-range missile launcher, and 2 cannons in the base's stores. We will now rearm the Interceptor with Avalanche long-range missiles in place of the cannon. Okay. Interesting. It sounds max 3, but ammo 0. So I need to reload it. Like I just said, by the way, you have avalanches in your second slot. but it needs some time to pass for them to actually install. The display will return to the Interceptor 2 equipped craft station. The Interceptor now has an all-missile armament. This is more effective for attacking UFOs. So why do we have cannons in the first place then? Because they're cheaper? Click the OK button. You will now return to the Interceptor craft screen. You will see that the status column for Interceptor 2 shows that it is rearming. Click on the button marked OK. You will return to the basis screen. Okay. Now we go to research. 10 scientists available, 0 scientists allocated, and 50 lab space available. I guess we go to new project. What is the recommended one? We'll be taken to the current research screen, which is nothing. We will now assign our scientists to work on 2 different research projects, laser weapons and a motion scanner. Click on the button labeled New Project in the bottom left of the screen. The New Research Projects window will appear. Move the mouse pointer over Laser Weapons, and click. Laser Weapons. Start Project. Are we going 5 and 5 on this? This allows you to change the number of scientists working on the project. Click on the up arrow next to the word increase until the number to the right of the word scientists allocated is 10. That's all of our scientists, though. Is the tutorial not in line with what we actually have in-game, or can I assign all 10 to both projects? Nope. The tutorial thinks I have 20 scientists, and I do not. Thank you, tutorial. Alright, so we'll do 5 and 5. Click on the button marked OK. You will now return to the new research project window. Click on the OK button in the bottom of this window. You will now be returned to the current research screen. You will see that you have 10 scientists assigned to the researching laser weapons and 10 scientists assigned to researching the motion scanner. The progress of each of these projects is unknown. The scientists have not yet started work. So, and according to the screenshot, in theory I should have 30 scientists right now. I started on the easiest difficulty, so yeah. Click the OK button, you return to the basis screen. Another important function carried out in the basis screen is the purchasing of items or the recruiting of personnel. Click on the button marked Purchase/Recruit. Current funds, $4 million. You might think, wow, $4 million, that's a lot of money. But then again, this is a global international organization meant to fight aliens. This is the sort of thing that if it exists in real life, we're talking budgets that are not in the millions, that are in the billions. This is a capital B billions sort of endeavor if it were to actually happen. Okay, so return to the basic screen. Alright, so we clicked on Purchase Recruit. What do we do in here? We'll be taken to the Purchase Hire Personnel screen. Okay, yes, we see that screen. You will now purchase some items and hire some extra soldiers. Move the mouse pointer over the up button in the soldier line. Click on the up button until you get the message, not enough living space. Okay, so basically hire as many soldiers as I can get. Alright. Note, the message "not enough living space" appears because you do not have enough living quarter facilities at your base to accommodate your soldiers. To build more living quarters, click on the Build Facilities button in the base's screen. If you lost your Skyranger troop transport in the ground assault, you can replace it by clicking on the button in the Skyranger line. Alright, should I get all scientists? I can't get scientists, right? Yeah, okay. I wonder if I should get scientists instead, because according to the tutorial, I should have 20 or 30 scientists, and I only have 10. Move your mouse pointer down the list until you get to Tank/Rocket Launcher. The tank is a large weapon, expensive but powerful. So what is it? Is it a tank or is it a rocket launcher? Or is this buying a rocket launcher for a tank? Click once on the up button. You'll see the cost of purchases increased by 900,000 the cost of a tank. Mine says 480,000, not 900,000. Unless... Nope. I'm getting the feeling that this tutorial was written at a certain difficulty level, but not a consistent difficulty level, because the numbers aren't matching up. I bet what it is it's a tank equipped with a rocket launcher, and that's a tank equipped with a cannon. Now you'll need some ammunition for it. Move the mouse pointer over the HWP rocket. Height, weight, proportionate rockets? You may need to buy more ammunition later, when you return from your next ground assault. The message "not enough storage space" will appear if you attempt to buy too many items. To build more storage space, click on the Build Facilities button, blah 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 blah. Yes, we'll get to that. Right. Let's see, if I'm sending out guys in groups of 8, and I lost one guy, then I'll get 17 of these. So I can get 1 to replace the one I lost, and then 2 more teams of 8. And then I'll get the rest of the scientists. Click the down button at the bottom of the screen. The list will move down a little. Continue clicking on this button until it disappears. You've reached the bottom of the list. The last item on the list is the stun rod. This item allows your soldiers to knock aliens out instead of killing them. An alien can then be recovered alive and interrogated. Right, so I want 2 stun rods, apparently. It is in fact not the last item on the list, but fair enough. Click OK to confirm purchase. You'll return to the basic screen, click on Geoscape to return to the Geoscape. Waiting for delivery, OK. Allow 3 days to pass. If a UFO is detected, intercept it. Alright, cool. Alright, we got the stun rods. We got the rockets. We got our new hires and our scientists. So we go to bases. We go to research. And we can put our new scientists to work. And then we can look at our soldiers, since we just hired a bunch. Sigourney Miller. Alright, you. How do I assign you to something? Is that in the craft screen? Equip craft? Space available 6. Used 8. Oh! I can get a squad of 14. I have no armor right now. That seems like a problem. Equipment. I have no space available. All right. So, I don't have enough space. Okay, all right, I see. I see how it is. Not enough rockets to arm HWP. Did I not get the rockets yet? Where was that? Maybe they're just not delivered yet. New reports. Laser pistol. Allocate research. You will now be on the bases and equip the Sky Ranger with all the items you just purchased. Click on the bases button, click on the equip craft. Okay. Use the mouse to highlight and select it. Equip craft. Alright, we were just on this screen. You will see the soldiers assigned to the Sky Ranger next to the button marked crew. If you didn't lose any in the ground assault, there will be 8 soldier icons. Alright. Click on any of the names, which are shown in light blue. This will assign them. Okay, yes, we figured that out. We'll return to the equip craft section. We'll load some equipment. Button labeled equipment. A tank rocket launcher now. Okay. Okay, now we got the rockets. So now we can do this thing. It said to wait a certain amount, but we actually had to wait longer. So equip craft, Sky Ranger, equipment, tank, which uses up the rest of our space. Use the same process to load any other equipment. Click OK. You will return to the equip craft. OK. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Return to Geoscape. Right. So basically just click OK until you get back to the main screen. Click on 1 day. Okay. So things that can happen. We can detect a new UFO. Got it. Your soldiers will be better equipped. Not really. Only the one with a tank. The rest are just wearing the same stuff they had before, including no armor. And XCOM monthly project monthly report. Okay. Okay. So this gets us to the end of the tutorial. Much of the enjoyment of XCOM UFO Defense is discovering new technology, gathering information on the aliens, and battling through hundreds of different landscapes. These tutorials have been a basic guide to the way XCOM UFO Defense plays. There may be further game enhancements, which are documented in the technical supplement. Use the reference guide section for specific menu options or game features. Alright, tips. Establish more bases around the world. Click on the Build New Base button in the Bases screen. Establish bases in countries who are funding you heavily. Refer to the Graphs screen for this information. Build more facilities at your bases. Click on the Build Facilities button in the Bases screen. Experiment with different size bases. You don't always have to build hangars. Build dedicated listening posts, equipped with both large and small radar systems. Then add hangars when you can afford them. By using this tactic, you will detect many more UFOs. Develop a powerful squad. Don't allow your soldiers to be killed in ground assaults. Really, game? Really, your advice for how to play better is just don't die. Alright, I'll take that into consideration, thank you. You will find that they fight better when they're more experienced. Equip your squad with the best weapons available and avoid exposing your soldiers to enemy fire by keeping them in cover. You still have not covered at all what cover is in the context of this game. I am aware of what cover is generally. Like, yeah, hide behind things. I have no idea how to apply that to in-game, or how to know if I am in cover or not. Like, it's hard to tell what on-screen blocks. Like, if there's a full wall there, okay, sure. But yeah. Plan your research carefully. Concentrate research on developing alien-based technologies, and take care that your scientists stay busy. Research work costs relatively little, and the rewards are great. And then build new weapons and craft based on alien technology. If your scientists have researched alien items, your engineers will be able to reproduce them. XCOM will eventually be using the most advanced weaponry on Earth, fighting the aliens with their own technology. Cool. And then we get to the reference guide. Okay. We made it through the tutorial. And now it is time to actually just die. And by actually just die, I mean try to play the game without the tutorial. Which, you know, might not go well for us, but we're going to try it nonetheless. So, build facilities. So, we're going to actually explore a bunch of menu options that the tutorial did not cover. Okay, who's funding us? The USA is funding us the most, followed by France and Brazil and Russia. So we probably need a European base. Bases. Build new base. Let's go here. Base name. We're gonna say all this base are belong to us. Select position for access lift. Oh, I see. This one, okay, so this has, I see how it is. This is actually the, alright, so access lift is in the corner. Then we'll need, like, so let's say we need living quarters, small radar system. cost 400,000. Must build next to an existing base. Oh, okay, right. I see how it is. I've already messed this up. But, okay. So, we're gonna wait until we find our next... Aliens terrorize Cairo. What is this? Okay, zoom out. The tutorial didn't cover anything about terrorist attacks. So... we're gonna find out what this is all about. Okay. So it's a different kind of mission where there are also civilians that I'm supposed to be saving. Okay. I don't know how to get the tank out. Okay, here's the tank. What is this? Can I, like, right-click to see what it is? Is it an alien? Like, is there anything I can do to target it and see what it is? Oh, I'm one short on being able to aim shot it. Well, so much for accuracy. Not enough time units, indeed. Where are we on the map? No. Yeah, okay. Center on the person. I have 16 units left, which is enough for a snapshot. I guess we're kind of behind cover here. Alright. It looks like we have, at long last, after 2 hours of stream, we have finished the tutorial. So, we are going to take our hourly break. This is something we do about once an hour. We take a 3-minute break. We get a drink, we get a snack, you know, bathroom, walk around, stretch, all the stuff that we should be doing semi-regularly, just so that we're not staring at screens continuously for hours on end. So, we're gonna take that quick break. I hope you'll join me. You will not miss any of the gameplay or of me dying horribly. That will all be on pause while we all take a break together and take a little bit better care of ourselves. So I'll see everyone in about 3-ish minutes. Alright, we are back. Back again, and it is time, once again, to attempt to play XCOM. So I hope everyone had a good break. So there's the alien we found, but we need another person. Okay. And crouch. Do you have enough left to crouch? No. I think you're kind of behind cover because of this, because of the ramp, but I don't know for sure. We're gonna kind of stage some people so they're not fully exposed. But so that they can actually fire after moving. I heard a cry out of something. Okay, let's look at the map. So is this the full map? Like, can we scroll it? Alright, so this is the upper limit of the map. I think this blue dot is a civilian? No. I did hear, like, something cry out. There's an alien. There's a thing. How much does it take to do this? It takes 31 to use. And how much do I have? 34. Alright. Okay. This is fine. Next. Not enough time units. Okay. I don't know what this R button is supposed to do, but... Next unit. Next unit. Next unit. One more. Catch. Next unit. You. You. Don't see anything in there. Right, so we're behind a corner here at least. We'll try to end our turn crouched down. Kind of select that guy. Yes, this one. Crouch down. Next. I feel like I should be leaving more action points on them so that they can do the whole reactive fire thing, even though the game has not told me how reactive fire works. I'm guessing that you need action points remaining at the end of your move for it to work. Nope, and he didn't have enough. I know by moving all of these up, I'm probably like hard committing to actually like beating the mission and not retreating, because if I have to retreat, I have to move all of these guys back. White Miller. We need to look down. All right. Right, end turn. Okay, so we got guys everywhere. Oh, that doesn't bode well. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. There are a lot of guys here. Okay. I wish I knew what happened here. Besides, like, obviously there was an explosion. But I don't know what caused the explosion. And I don't know what I could have done to avoid the explosion. So, that's unfortunate. Auto shot. Next. Auto shot. Okay. It's somewhat ironic to me that that this guy, who I deliberately left like around this corner here so that he would be in cover and protected, he's the one who dies. We missed. We missed by a lot. But we still hit them because it's a tank. So okay, the tanks appear to be highly effective. One problem is I don't appear to have been able to do anything about civilian casualties. I don't know where the door to this place is. Not enough time units. Okay. Next. Right. Crouch down again. Next. We're gonna go around this side. Okay, we have 35. What's my other option? 14. Can I crouch? No, that takes more action points than I have. Alright, enter. And there are a lot of aliens. What? Why did you go in the building? Daniel Lefleur has become unconscious. Why? What can I do for these? Can I help these people in any way? Besides, like, kill any aliens I find in here? Like, can I escort them to the ship? Or is this just, like, kill any aliens that show up hopefully. Wait, where's the guy? Wasn't there a big alien here? Where did it go? Alright, so red are civilians, blue are aliens. So there's a civilian over there. I swear I saw gunfire coming from here. So we moved the tank that direction? We don't have enough action points to actually shoot, so we can't crouch as a tank, which I guess makes sense. All right, another one down. Ah, there's a guy. Crouch down? I don't think I can get into cover directly. Crouch. Next unit. Next unit. Apparently I don't know how to get in here. Not enough time units. Okay, we're gonna end turn. Oh, there he is. Like, wait a second, what are we shooting at? Apparently we're shooting at this thing. Okay. So there's an alien here. Or was it here? Who killed my dude here? Is he over there? Okay. There he is. Okay. Okay, so we have 12, which is not enough. Snapshot, we're short 1. Hide behind these boxes, I guess. I don't know if I'm actually behind them or not, but that's what we're gonna do. Can I run it over? No? Well, let's go this way anyway. Oh, look. Oh, we can't. We don't have enough action stuff for it. So, next unit. Next unit. Next unit. Next unit. Okay. Not enough time units. Enter. Oh, I just saw something move. Daniel Lefebvre has died of a fatal wound. I don't know who that is. Oh, is that this person? The civilian. Am I supposed to, like, know the civilians' names? Oh, right, that's what that was. Okay. Okay, yes, yes. What was that? No line of fire. I wonder if I lose points for destroying buildings. Like collateral damage being taken into account. Wait, where did this guy go? Did I kill him? Map, 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 map. Okay. Who does have time units? Ah, there you are. Alright. No, pathing algorithm? What do you mean, not enough time units? Okay, fine. Enter. Wait, that came from the lower right. Wait, he was standing like here, and the shot came from the lower right. Where? Up here, maybe? So are there blue dots that I can see at different altitudes? I don't see any. I don't see any stairs here either. There he is. Okay. You. There we go. Okay, nothing up here. Stupid urban warfare. Gotta go room to room, kicking down doors. No, you don't have the movement for that. What is the algorithm it uses to determine next thing? Like, because it's not going through the same fixed set. Where? Oh, we can't get by the civilian. Can you walk by this civilian? You can. So something is firing at me from somewhere, but I don't know what that thing is or where it is. And I can't see this way? Okay. So no aliens in here. So no aliens over here. No stairs here. Okay. Alright, I saw where it was that time. There's apparently an alien, like, in here somewhere? Like, the shooting was clearly coming from this direction, but I don't see any aliens on the map there. Alright, it won't let me move there. Where? There. That corner of that building, the guy who, like, totally blends in. Alright, well, I don't have enough movement to get to him. Now at least I know where he is. Mm-hmm. And... oh, so you can see him. That wall's down. That's bad news for me, because he's going to turn around and just shoot me. Up we go. Nothing up here. Next. Next. Right, where did he go? He was here, and then he shot this civilian. Where? There. Do I even have line of sight on him? I don't think I do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Next unit. Oh. No line of fire, because of course not. Also, this is a rifle unit, which means it's, oh, sorry, a pistol unit. Which seems like would be weaker than a rifle unit. What do we have? 12? Enter. How? Wait, where are they coming from? Where's my tank? Map. Where? Because I keep thinking that, like, it'll end as soon as I kill everything, so I'm ending turn early. Alien dies as there is no alien containment facility. XCOM operative kill 4, minus 85. Civilians killed by aliens 4, minus 20. Civilians saved 6. Alien artifacts recovered. Live aliens recovered 1, but they died. Alien corpses recovered 8. Aliens killed 10. Okay. Rating? Good. Sure, we'll take a good rating. Promotions. All the living ones who did anything. Not enough equipment to fully re-equip squad. Not enough rockets to arm HWP. Alright. So we go to funding. Okay. We go to bases. We go to purchase/recruit. We get HWP rockets. We need 3. Build facilities. General stores? Right. It keeps telling me it's like, hey, you know, you can't, they keep dying and you can't capture them because you're out of stuff. It's just like, okay, fine. Be that way. Wait, we want bases, equip craft? Oh, we can't equip the Sky Ranger because it's not back yet. So... okay. Intercept. Interceptor 2. UFO crash lands. Excellent. So our Sky Ranger is ready, but we need to go to bases, equip craft, Sky Ranger, equipment. Not enough rocket. Okay, right, yes. We need to wait for our rockets to be delivered. And crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more rookies. How's our research going? Progress unknown? Okay, cool. Okay, now we go to bases, equip craft, equipment. Okay. What did I pick up that used up all the space? Because it said, hey, you don't have enough space for these rockets. But I had rockets before. So what all did I get? Alright, so we got laser pistols, right? We researched that? Can I get those? I don't see laser pistols in here anywhere. Manufacture? Oh, we... Alright, so I can't manufacture anything, but I could have sworn that we... Space used, space available. Living quarters, stores, laboratories, workshops, hangars. So stores are full of what? Missiles. So we're gonna wait for our... What happens? Production is... So if you don't go to the crash site immediately... then you can't actually do anything. Right, so Interceptor 1... Standard attack. UFO crash lands. Okay. So... I can't send a tank out. And my guys aren't that good. So... what are we doing here? Okay. Options. Save game. Begin mission, yes. Okay. Is this the same mission brief as always? So I've got extra pistols. Can I zoom out? Like, what is this one? Yeah, that's vertical level. Recenter me on the dude. Yeah. I just tried to use the mouse wheels. It's like, no. No, this isn't a mouse wheel era sort of game. Next. Okay, next. You. Not a lot of cover to get behind out here. Let's see. We're gonna put you guys on the ramp. Okay, so we've got some verticality there. Alright, seems like a bigger map. Oh, wait. I think the UFO... I think these lines are supposed to be the UFO. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Advance. We should be advancing more slowly. But we have enough to auto-fire if they come towards me. Nope. No, that's not what I meant to do. Stupid 3D screen. That's where we click on that guy, because we click on the ground beneath the ramp for people who are on the ramp. Just like, suddenly, death. Accuracy 85%. Okay. But yeah, you just kind of walk forward a little bit and then out of fog of war, one shot and dead. Unfortunate. I guess I should have been behind cover? Although I'm still not sure what that means. In game, of course. I know what it means in general, but in the context of this game, I don't know what counts as being in cover versus not. Is high ground good in that it gets you better odds at shooting? Or is high ground bad because it makes you exposed, sticking your head up over a hill? More things that we don't know. Alright. Why can I not see anything? Did I send my guys out during the nighttime? That's probably something I should be paying attention to, right? Like, whether it's day or night. Because I don't know about their capabilities of doing things, but I would really prefer to be able to see my enemies. That sounded like a door opening. Okay. Yeah, like when it tries to cycle through things and it takes me to one and then back to the one I was just on, it's like, what is your cycling through logic? Like, even if the, like, units were just in a list, like, 1 through 10, then clicking the next button twice shouldn't bring me from, like, 1 to 2 and back to 1. That wasn't what I meant to do. I meant to move this guy. Where are they? Nope. Stop. I meant to click on this person to move them. I need to be more precise with my clicking. My tactics were fine, it's just my mouse accuracy is awful. Cover the flank. We'll look this direction. I feel like there's some major mechanic I'm missing here, where it's just like I'm kind of like walking forward and then like nothing is happening. Alright. Okay. Like, are they inside and I need to blow open a door? Oh. Over here. You're still gonna move forward. You, careful clicking. At first I thought like with the snakes on the ground that would be somehow relevant, like if you're not careful you'll be bitten by snakes. It looks like that default advice of if you can't find the aliens, look near the spaceship. It appears that they are, at least in this particular case, not near the spaceship. There's just one dude over here wandering around. But because my guys can get one shot, where? There. You have a line of sight on this guy? Really? Let's see. What do I need to do to get to the equipment screen? This one? Why can you not move? Like, I click move, and you're like, well, I don't want to. Let's say end turn. Alright, so there's still another one somewhere. But where? The first two we found were like here. We didn't find any around that. Do we need to investigate this corner? Wait, we need to investigate this corner and the far bottom right. Like, Sigourney is a uncommon enough name that I'm assuming it's a reference to Sigourney Weaver. The actress who played in Alien. It's just, there aren't that many people named Sigourney. Or maybe there are, but just there aren't that many I know of because it's rare where I live. Maybe it's a super common name in some other country that I just don't know very well. Right. That's enough out of you. And end turn. Where are these bastards? What do you mean not enough time units? Okay, he moved a bunch when he was off screen. Okay. Look at the map. We explored this corner. So yeah, now we're just headed to this southeast corner. I wonder if, like, the movement scanner tech that I'm researching would help with this whole... Somewhere on this map, there's an alien. But we won't tell you where. It's somewhere. Moving around. Doing alien things. Where are we on the map? I swear I'm gonna get impatient, like wandering around searching for this last guy, and it's gonna end up with having someone die just because I got impatient. Or is there a door on this ship that I'm missing? I don't see any doors. I see these like window things. Okay. Where the hell did he come from? Yep. We lost 2 operatives. But yeah, okay, so he was inside the saucer, so the actual answer is yes, I do just need to bring my tank, if for no other reason than to blow holes in flying saucers so they can't just ambush me by coming out of doors. UFO recovery. Oh, I wonder if that's like better if I don't blow up the flying saucer. Like, if I blow up the UFO, maybe I get less of this stuff. Not enough equipment to fully... Alright. Equip squad. Okay, options. No, not you. Bases. Purchase / recruit. We need... rifle clips. Okay. We got our general stores built. So now we can come here. We can get some bullets. We can get rifle clips. And we can get some of that ammo. Okay. Alright. Making progress. Maybe. I could just be falling behind. But we have actually hit once again. We've been live for another hour. So we take another break. Another 3-minute break. Do not stare at screens. Grab snacks, grab drinks. Take better care of ourselves. All that good stuff. I'll see everyone in 3 minutes. Once we are better hydrated, better stretched out, and just feeling better overall. And I hope you'll join me in doing the same. Alright, we have returned. I hope everyone had a good break. You're all feeling refreshed and ready to continue. Let's go to equip craft. Our Sky Ranger. We lost 2 crew. Equipment. I just bought rockets, didn't I? Also, why am I down to 100,000 money? I have $100,000. I started with 4 million. Maybe I need to wait for my rockets to get delivered. Council of Funding Nations is very pleased with your excellent progress. Keep up the good work. Oh, okay. Good. Funding change, plus 100 million. Plus half a million. Okay. Okay, so, bases. Soldiers. Armor. Okay, we apparently, not only we have no armor, but we can't make armor. So, if we look at research, okay, so progress is poor on these things, which is unfortunate. Manufacture, you'd think that we'd be able to do things. We have engineers available, we have workshop space available, we have funds, but we have nothing that we can make, even though we did research laser weapons. But I guess we can't do that. We can put the tank in here. Equipment. Rifles. 7. Pistols. Couple extra. Heavy cannons. 1. We have some ammo for each. We have some grenades. Okay. 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 So, what do we have? We have a small radar system, and we have living quarters. I guess we'll build alien containment. Research completed. View reports. Medikit. Medikits combine... The Medikit combines a healing facility with painkillers and stimulants. In order to use the Medikit, you must face towards the soldier requiring treatment. If the soldier is stunned, you must stand over the body. Click on the Medikit icon and select Use Medikit from the menu. Healing. Red body parts show fatal wounds. Click on the body part that is wounded. Click on the heal button. 1 fatal wound will be cured and some health restored. Stimulant. This will restore energy and revive unconscious, stunned soldiers. In order to revive an unconscious soldier, you must stand directly over the body. Painkiller. This will restore the morale of wounded soldiers up to an amount equivalent to the soldier's lost health. Okay. Allocate research. New project. Alien alloys? Like, I have no idea which of these is going to be effective. Let's say plasma rifle. Oh, we have motion scanner as well. Okay, so bases. Manufacture. Wait, not you. The other base. Manufacture. New production. Motion scanner. Start production. I lost track of what it does. So we're going to go to the guide. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. So we're going to go back to Geoscape. We're going to go to UFOpedia. We're going to say, go to Alien Research. Don't know it. Craft and Armament. No. Heavy weapons platform is just tanks. Weapons and equipment. Motion scanner. This sophisticated device uses a variety of detectors and advanced computer algorithms to identify moving enemy units. However, it requires some practice to use effectively. Click on the motion scanner icon in the tactical display, select Use Scanner from the menu. Scanner display shows an arrow in the center, which is the direction the soldier is facing. North is at the top. Flashing blobs show units which have moved recently. Large units or fast-moving units will produce larger blobs. Static units will not be detected. Alright. So if we go to bases, equip craft, Sky Ranger, equipment, motion scanner. And a stun rod. Sure. Aliens terrorized Novosibirsk. Alright. Sky Ranger. Now, presumably, as the game goes on, it'll get to the point that it's like, well, you should have built like 4 different bases, because you're going to get like 3 alien attacks at the same time, and you're going to have to deploy to all of them. We're not there yet. Did I deploy it? Yeah, okay, it's on its way. So presumably this is going to be a problem. One, I seem to be arriving at night, which makes this worse. What if I say no? Alright, so we have, what is this? That's a stun rod. Alright, so he has... Who is this person? Is this one of my veterans or one of my novices? Alright, well, we need to just know that Jungo Okamoto has my scanner. Where is that? Oh, it's like right in front of me. Okay. Yes. Takes 52. I don't have 52. I have 48. No one saw that. I'm sure that whoever's house got hit by that appreciates us being here. I thought this would be fine because, you know, we're just gonna get close-ish, and even if we miss, it'll land nearby and still kill him. But no, we way overshot. Gurney Miller. Is he in range? No line of fire. Of course not. Okay, now we only have 29. Okay, you crouch down. Next. Junko Okamoto, you need to kind of stay here. Okay, we got a big dude. Auto shot, because the dude's huge. Next. Alright, screw it. Okamoto, you're up. You can use your detection thing next turn. 40? Which means you have 2 snapshots. Mm-hmm. 31. We have armor-piercing rounds. Low accuracy. But, you know... no line of fire. Okay. I think it's this guy we can shoot at, right? Oh, no, we don't have enough stuff. Snapshot. Wow, that's certainly some accuracy you got there. Intern. Now we die. I'm gonna need to shoot those two with my cannon. Oh, that's a lot of those. I'm glad I brought a tank. I don't know if it's gonna save me any, but... is it about to be friendly fire time? $57. What do you mean, no line of fire? Um... This is fine. Oh, that load was further back than I thought. That's unfortunate. Ooh. Oh, Sky Ranger is currently out. I wonder, is it going to be exactly the same? Looks like no. So even if, so you can't like save load to cheese things because it doesn't generate the mission until you're in the mission. Which I think is a good thing. Especially for a game like this that's like the whole point is like the difficulty itself is kind of the point. I think that having it be that, well, you can pick the next one, but it's not going to be good. Or like, if you try to save scum, it just doesn't work. You just get a different mission. No, it doesn't like outwardly like super punish you. It's just like, oh, and we're gonna kill all your people because you did this. But it's just like, no, you need to. You didn't do the mission, so we're giving you a new mission. Which, you know, fair enough. Hit movement, of course. So let's check the map here. I keep trying to like click and drag, but it's not actually click and drag. It's wherever you click, it zooms to. So I guess we sweep northwest. Where's the button? To center. There it is. Yeah, I think this is how we're going to do it. We're going to reserve enough movement for snapshot. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I was misinterpreting this the whole time. I thought that this was unit types, because I first saw it when they were like the little guys, and then they were like the big like 4 square guys. So it's not one of one type and 2 of a different type. This is just target number 1, target number 2. Understood. We killed a cactus, so there's that at least. Alright. There's one still in the thing. Okay. And turn. Let's see if we die. Yeah, we lost someone immediately. Oh well. I mean, I guess not immediately, but we lost someone before we managed to land any hits on anything. Okay, good. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. Next. Yeah, okay, we'll do snapshot, not aim shot. I'm still wondering about some of this, like, oh, if they're, like, just knocked down or injured or whatnot. But everything I've run into so far has been people get shot and then they are dead. Like, dead, all the way dead. So it's like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, see, Exxon Optics killed 1. Rating okay. Dungo gets upgraded captain. Okay. Bases. General stores takes 2 more turns. Purchase recruit. I need more rockets. I don't understand that. It's like, I had enough rockets to equip them. And then I used rockets. So clearly I should have more space now. But I don't. Like, I used the space... Alright, so all of my space is full of rockets. And then I shoot some rockets. So how much space do I have? And the answer is apparently none. So according to XCOM, 10 minus 3 is 10. Bases. Character/recruit. And we'll get we'll get ammunition as well. Okay. Okay, so bases. We have things to do. We can equip things. Equip craft. Sky Ranger. Crew. You get one more. Equipment. You can use the tank now, and we'll grab another round of that. And a rocket launcher. And rockets. And now we wait for another UFO. Oh wait, we can build more at our second base. No. Alright, so we have living quarters, we have a small radar system. Base information, build facilities. We'll grab general stores. We'll grab missile defenses. Do we want a hangar? We'll grab a large radar system. Oh, those are super expensive. Oh well. Research completed. View reports. Alright, we have Medikit. Allocate research. New progress. Plasma rifle. Okay. View reports. Motion scanner. Okay. Allocate research. New project. Plasma rifle clip. Because what's the point of having a weapon if we can't make ammunition for that weapon? Allocate manufacture. New production. Motion scanner. Start production. All your dudes, but we only want one of them. Okay. 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 Okay, bases. Do we want a, build a hangar? I think they're pretty expensive, right? Cost 200,000. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we'll build a hangar. And then we'll have to do something else. We'll probably have to build 2 hangars. In all honesty, one for an interceptor and one for transport. All the way in Australia? Okay, alright. Yes. What is this? That is a rocket launcher. A small rocket. Alright, so you're like the lead guy, so you need a reliable thing. Oh, did I not assign the motion scanner here? You know what? We're going to give you a rocket launcher. No? Oh, okay. So, interesting user interface note. They were not advanced enough at this time to have the swap if already occupied feature. So I can't, like, drop it on there to swap it. You have to take the other one off and then put the new one on. Okay. I swear I built a motion detector. Where's our map? Why won't it not move? I'm sorry, what? The tank gets instantly demolished as soon as it, like, steps forward? And when I turn to face that direction, I can't even see the opponents. What is that? Out of range, of course it is. 44. Alright. I'm betting my rifle doesn't really hurt it much. Okay, Sigourney Miller, move out of the way. You. Alright, I have 26 points. I can only snapshot it. No line of fire indeed. Alright, so I can't aim it at all. Alright, auto shot with terrible, not enough time units. Oh, I lost it when I turned towards it. It took 2 time units to turn to face that direction. So I'm now short. Snapshot it is. You can't move. But that is just, like, rough. That is just, like, we have decided that there is nothing you can do about this, but you're going to walk out of your base and immediately die. It's just like, cool. Alright, so that's a lot of hidden movement. So yeah, I'm getting the distinct impression that I should have saved more often. Because I don't think this is winnable. And, like, is that just, like, part of the game that, like, sometimes you get unwinnable missions and you just should immediately retreat? Rating terrible. Yes, obviously. So maybe that's part of how the overall campaign is supposed to go. And part of the skill of the game is figuring out which fights are winnable and which are not. That said, we are getting close to 4 hours, so this might be the end of the XCOM stream, which is kind of weird because it feels like I haven't done anything yet. But I guess it's just that kind of game that runs relatively slowly because you get punished very, very heavily for making mistakes. Or in this case, for making the terrible mistake of taking one step outside of the landing craft and getting instantly destroyed. But we spent a long time on the manual because I knew the game was supposed to be complex and difficult, so we read the manual, we went through the tutorials in the manual, which were, to be fair, very helpful in saying how certain things work. But there's still many systems that don't make a lot of sense to me. Like, there's the option to give people armor, but I have no armor. So presumably you just start with no ability to do armor. Also the fact that I researched laser weapons, but then I can't make laser weapons. But my guess there is that that is a prerequisite technology. So researching laser weapons doesn't immediately give you the ability to make laser weapons. It unlocks the ability to research specific kinds of laser weapons. So it's just like, you've now figured out the general idea of how laser weapons work. Now that you know that, you can research plasma rifles, which are laser weapons, and you couldn't do that until you did step 1. So there's that. But overall, this original XCOM is really everything that I expected it to be. It is a bit... I was going to say obtuse, but I don't think that's the right word. It's a bit hard to understand. Like, there's a lot of systems that are just not explained, even after we read the manual. It does have a certain amount, as I expected, because I know it by reputation, even though I haven't played it before, of unfairness to it. Like, as we saw in that mission, we have our tank take one step outside of the vehicle, get instantly destroyed. And so there's that side of things. I didn't run into the much memed on 95% chance to hit will definitely miss. But that's mostly because my guys were new enough that it's just like, yeah, we're going to fire 3 shots, each have a 20% chance of hitting. Good luck, you'll probably land one of them, maybe. So yeah, it seems very punishing. It seems like if I wanted to try to play like a full campaign on it, I feel like I'd be doing a lot of save scumming. Just for like missions like this, where it's just like, congratulations, you get instantly killed. And there's literally nothing you can do about it because it's like you issued a move command and then you died. And there's no like defense for it. So, or I might just say, okay, we're gonna lose a lot, and then we get into what I expect to be the most punishing part of the game, which is we just saw that at the end of the month they were like, these countries are happy with your performance, so they are going to continue funding you. But like here it's just like, take a step outside, die, alright, leave, bye. Chances are Australia pulls their funding from us because we just let all of their civilians die. So too many failures and you get behind. So it definitely feels like an unstable win more kind of game. Like, it demands perfection because you get double punished. Not only do you lose your well-trained troops, when you lose, you not only lose the resources you currently have, but you also lose the ability to get more resources in the future. So, I feel like I would either save scum, or I would eventually lose enough that I would spiral into oblivion. That said, there are a lot of games I want to hit in 1994, So, unfortunately, XCOM is not going to get more than the one stream. So, chances are, there's a possibility I will come back to it to play it in the future, just, because. But as far as streams for this week, we will be moving on to other things from 1994. Alright? So the question is, what things will we be doing from 1994? Well, I have two on the short list. One is X-Wing, and this is the special edition, CD released version. And the last kind of flight sim we did was A-10 Tank Killer, and that was, I believe, 91. So 3 years later. Should be interesting. X-Wing was a whole series of games that were hugely impactful in this time period. Also, there is Lode Runner, The Legend Returns. This is something that I remember playing and liking a lot. This will require a little bit more work on my end to set up because it is not a DOS game. It does not run under DOSBox. It is a Windows game, which means I need to install Windows 3.1 onto DOSBox, which is possible. I haven't done it before. I will have to figure it out. And the reason I have to do it manually is because, well, Lode Runner is abandonware. You can't really buy it anywhere, which means I have grabbed it from the abandonware site, which means unlike something like XCOM here that we got from Good Old Games, Good Old Games has a bunch of, patches and fixes and things pre-configured so that you can just click run and it works. When you're dealing with random abandonware executables, that's not the case. So I'll have to put in a little bit more work on that front, or I'll have to figure out how to capture and stream the whole play in browser function on my abandonware. But that said, we do not have a stream schedule, as always. I might have other things going on any given day, so we do not pre-plan our streams. So if you have liked your time here and you want to catch it in the future and not rely on the algorithm just deciding to throw you here, you can click the button to like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. If not, that is cool too. I appreciate you being here nonetheless for my first foray into XCOM. And yeah. I hope everyone has enjoyed their time here. We're gonna call it for the night. And thank you all for being here. I know that there are many, many places you could be on the internet. Ah, yes, goodbye, Thivashara. And I appreciate you spending your time with me out of all of your options. So, as always, thank you very much. Again, I think I've covered everything, so if I keep talking, I will be repeating myself, and